When half the country had already changed the channel, Mahomes launched a ball that cut through the sky and landed directly in the hands of the fastest player on the field. On the other side, a familiar face is returning to Arrowhead for a game that promises to be anything but ordinary. Two teams ready to fight at the top, a revenge-filled atmosphere, and some new pieces that could change everything. Liked the teaser, then hit that like button because things are about to get intense. Alright, so here's the deal with Xavier Worthy and what's shaping up to be a massive sophomore campaign in Kansas City. Everyone was so locked in on the Chiefs losing the Super Bowl to the Eagles that they might have missed the throw of the year from Patrick Mahomes. Down 40-14 under the 2-minute warning, and with about half of America already flipping channels, Mahomes launched an absolute missile, a 67-yard bomb through the sky right into the hands of Worthy, who torched a pair of Philly defenders for a 50-yard touchdown. Yeah, it was technically garbage time, but it was anything but garbage. Worthy finished that game with 157 yards and 2 touchdowns on a perfect 8 for 8 receiving line. Not bad for a rookie everyone had kind of written off during the year. And ESPN's Ben Solak thinks that flash we saw might just be the beginning. Year 2? It's gonna be big, according to him. Worthy came into the league last year as a first-round pick with world-class speed. The Chiefs didn't draft him to be the guy, but to complement Rashee Rice and Hollywood Brown. Problem was, both of those guys dealt with injuries in 2024, so Worthy got thrown into the fire and had to make it work. Kansas City started getting creative, handing him the ball on reverses and jet sweeps, hitting him on quick screens, just trying to let him use that ridiculous acceleration to wreck angles and pick up first downs. Heading into the Super Bowl, his role was simple: get the ball to him quickly and let him move. But what made that deep ball TD so exciting is that it wasn't part of the script. That was Worthy showing off the vertical speed that got him drafted in the first place. Now with Rice and Hollywood back healthy, the Chiefs can finally use Worthy the way they originally planned. Solak pointed out that Worthy struggled with contested catches and deep ball tracking during the season, and his 9.6% catch rate over expectation was the worst among all NFL wideouts. But that Super Bowl spark, that could be the turning point. If he builds off that moment in New Orleans, Xavier Worthy might not just be a gadget guy anymore. He could be Kansas City's next breakout star. Could Worthy become the Chiefs' next elite weapon? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned, because the next showdown at Arrowhead is shaping up to be one of the hottest matchups of the year. Mark your calendars and buckle up, because week 6 of the 2025 NFL season is bringing the heat. Kansas City is set to host the Detroit Lions under the bright lights of Sunday Night Football at Arrowhead. And yeah, there's a little extra spice on this one. NFL insider Jordan Schultz dropped the scoop, and fans should be fired up. These two squads were trendy Super Bowl picks heading into last year, but the football gods had other plans. The Lions looked strong, snagged the NFC North, but got bounced early by the upstart Commanders. Meanwhile, the Chiefs made it all the way to the big dance, only to fall to Philly. But here's where it gets juicy. The last time these two teams clashed, 2023 season opener. Lions 21, Chiefs 20 in Arrowhead. That one still stings in KC, and now they've got a shot at payback in prime time. On their home turf, with the world watching. This rematch isn't just about bragging rights, it's about setting the tone for the rest of the year. Both teams finished 15-2 last season, and both reloaded in the offseason. Whether it was through the draft, free agency, or wheeling and dealing, these front offices weren't messing around. They're aiming for rings. You've got two of the smartest minds in the league on the sidelines, Andy Reid doing his wizardry for the Chiefs, and Dan Campbell, who's built a junkyard dog culture in Detroit. Then there's Mahomes versus Goff, a quarterback duel that always brings fireworks. With division titles and playoff seeding potentially on the line, this week 6 showdown could end up being one of those games. You know, the kind we're still talking about in January. Arrowhead's gonna be rocking, revenge is in the air, and if you're not tuning in, what are you even doing? If Worthy really takes the leap, the Chiefs gain a whole new dimension on offense. And with the Lions rematch on the horizon, 2025 is shaping up to be pure entertainment. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing.